What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my new house. As of yesterday, we were fully unpacked and ready to get this show back on the road. I had some people asking if I was gonna do like a full house tour, and to be honest, you don't even want that. 75% of the rooms in here are empty. Nothing in them. So I might do one in the future once I buy some beds, buy some furniture, buy some knickknacks. If you wanna see that, comment down below. And in the meantime, if you want a behind the scenes look, follow me on Instagram because I put everything on my story. I really do. In today's video, we are making a Chipotle secret menu item classic. You remember when you first heard rumors about the Quesarito? It wasn't on the menu, but if you asked for it, they'd make it for you. All the cheesy goodness of a quesadilla, except it was also a burrito, it made no sense. Although it was hard to wrap your head around, what you did know is that once you took a bite into it, the cave paintings and statues depicting this legendary food were all accurate. Today we are making an anabolic quesarito, a cheesy and gooey quesadilla with Chipotle marinated chicken on the inside. Filled with white queso, even more cheese, every single bite will be bursting with flavor, and I promise, not only is this thing easy to make, it's so easy, you can do it with your eyes closed. Once you eat it one time and you realize your 1 rep max on bench press went up and all you had to do was eat a quesarito, you're gonna come back here and thank me. I guarantee it. As always, if you have the RJF recipe book, link in description. It's been updated. This recipe's in there along with every other one of my anabolic recipes. I'm telling you, this could be the best investment you ever made. You're trying to find a diet that's sustainable? This is the one. Let me tell you, I went through a whole move, the most stressful period of my life. Didn't miss a beat, man. Kept it anabolic. We're good to go. Over 100 pages filled to the brim with excellent anabolic recipes. If there are foods you want, it's probably in here. If it ain't in here, then you know it's coming soon. You see how quick I'm cranking these out, guys. I'm in here working. We're gonna make this the best cookbook on the internet. I guarantee it. You get it one time, you get every future recipe update for free. It's that easy, guys. It's that simple. Act now while supplies last. So if you guys are ready to get another epic video underway, then as always, man, I'm here to do it for you. Let's do it! Yeah! First thing we're gonna need is a food scale and some good old-fashioned chicken breast. So all I'm gonna do is take one of my breasts, use my meat shears. These are perfect, by the way. You can trim chicken with them or shear a lamb. Versatile. And we're just gonna go in and cut it into tiny little Quesarito sized chicken pieces. And I'm just gonna keep an eye on the scale until we hit 112 grams. Now that our chicken is weighed out, we just need to marinate it. So what I'm gonna do is transfer it into a little Tupperware container here, and then take about 40 grams of our Chipotle sauce and put it down in here with it. I'll put the brand I use on the screen right here. Basically, this adds a couple carbs to it, but what it does for the flavor is outstanding. Then just slap a lid on her and give her a nice little shake until every piece is evenly coated. We got our chicken in this little container, and it's gonna be way better because we're gonna let it marinate. If you don't wanna wait, you don't have to. But even 30 minutes in the fridge is gonna do a lot at locking in that flavor. Since I'm a thinking boy, I'm gonna swap it out with this one that I let marinate overnight. So now that our chicken has marinated, what we're gonna do is move on to the quesadilla. We're gonna need 2 low-carb, high-fiber wraps. These wraps are great, man. Not only are they lower in calories, lower in carbs, but they're loaded with fiber. You're gonna be way fuller after you eat them, and that's the key, man. In a separate bowl, I'm gonna weigh out 112 grams of fat-free mozzarella. Remington fat-free mozzarella James, what they call me in some circles. Wonder why. Now we'll just take between 1/2 to 3/4 of our cheese and spread it out on one of these tortillas. We are gonna save a little bit of this cheese for the inside, so don't use all of it. I mean, you can. There's no rules in this kitchen. But if you're trying to grab a picture for the gram, I'd save some for the middle. And once I have full coverage, what I wanna do, this is optional, but I'm gonna add some crushed red peppers right in here, just to add a little bit of spice. And at this point, we'll just put our other tortilla right on top here, hit it with some nonstick, then we'll just place our quesadilla right down in here to cook for a couple minutes on each side. And the goal here isn't to overcook this thing. We just want a few minutes on each side at a low heat, get that cheese to start melting. Keep it pliable. And after a few minutes on the stove, I'm just gonna transfer it back to my work surface. And now we just toss in our marinated chicken. And once our chicken is done, we just transfer it into our quesarito. Now, wouldn't be a Chipotle quesarito without some pinto beans, baby. Protein, fiber, everything we want, man. We're gonna weigh out 65 grams and put them right on top. And And then keeping in line with that Chipotle theme, next up we need 32 grams of white queso. This is gonna accentuate the cheese flavor from the cheese we already have. It's just more cheese, man. Dad always said there's no such thing as too much cheese. And then finally, we'll just throw on the rest of our cheese from earlier. Now we just gotta roll it up. What you wanna do, push everything to the middle and pick up your sides. I like to press everything in just like so. And then we'll take these two sides, touch them. Take this side, fold it up. Look at that, see? Fold it over and tuck. Look at that, baby. No tears, man. They're gonna hire me at Chipotle. Feel free to tuck this in right here. If you got goodness poking out, you might lose a bean. So just go ahead and eat it. Now I'm just gonna drop it into a skillet that's preheated on medium that I hit with nonstick. We're gonna let those seams seal up. And the goal now is to just let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. It's gonna remelt that cheese, it's gonna heat everything up in the middle, and we're gonna have ourselves a quesarito. And boom, our anabolic quesarito is done. You can basically tell, because look at the top here, a little crispy, and then the cheese is actually melting out of it right here. Look at that, man. Gorgeous. Now, guys, let's do a cut test and see what the middle looks like. We'll just go straight down the middle here. Oh, she's thick, boy. And, oh, gosh, she's a beaut. You got the beans, the queso, the melted cheese, the Chipotle chicken, the cheese right here in the edges. Gosh, man. Ooh. All right, guys, we've been staring at it long enough. I think it's time to pull up a chair, strap on the old feed bag, and try this thing together. You guys ready? Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. Now, I will say this. You think it's easy, you just pick up the camera, you start filming in a new kitchen, but so much of this is angles and lighting and figuring out where I wanna sit at for these videos, which angles make me look good, which ones make me look bad, how to capture the food in the best light possible. So this is my first video here, so bear with me on it. If you can smash thumbs up for me, that would help a ton. If you have any suggestions, leave them below. All right, before we try this thing, man, I'm gonna take my little water here, because it's gonna be a little spicy. I'm gonna do a scoop of Final Boss aminos right down in here. Flavor my water, a little bit of caffeine. I mean, it's a win-win. Give her a little spin, logo out, and take a little, delicious. Available at finalbossformers.com, amazon.com, free to ship, and code RJ10, 10%. You already know what's up. And we have channel merch, finalbossathletics.com. Lots of cool stuff there. Check it out. All right, let's get in here, man. Check me out, baby. Everything you just saw in the video right in there. And look at how that bottom just sealed perfectly. We got that browning up top. She's a work of art. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1, let go. Now that is perfect. I mean, you got the quesadilla wrap, right? So 2 tortillas stuffed together with the cheese and the red pepper flakes. Then the inside has the queso, the extra cheese, the Chipotle marinated chicken, which if you like Chipotle, like the restaurant Chipotle chicken, this is basically the same thing. Pinto beans, the queso, and it's all like gooey in there, and it just, oh, so freaking, wow, incredible. But a little spicy. Delicious. And I know some people are gonna ask, like, hey Rem, if it's Chipotle, where's the rice? Why is there no rice in there? But if you think about it, what does rice really add to the burritos? It adds some volume, you're adding carbs, you're making it bigger, but what is it adding? What flavor is rice adding that we can't live without? In my opinion, keeping it anabolic, I would rather have the queso in there, cut down on the calories, have more chicken, and fill it with more stuff that's gonna be better for us than just rice. I mean, if you want rice in here, bud, go right ahead. But when I'm hitting a triple off the diving board, shredded, and you're chilling in the shallow end with floaties, don't say I didn't warn you about that rice. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter as long as you hit your protein goal, hit your calorie goal. Do those 2 things, have all the rice you want, bud. But I'd rather get her filled up with something a little more tasty. This is so good. You gotta make this one. You gotta tag me on Instagram. You're gonna love it. All right, let's move on to the second half, bud. You know there's people out there still eating chicken, rice, and broccoli every day, like that's how you gotta live? They just don't know any better, bud. I just don't know any better. I wish they did, but they aren't watching my videos and they've been brainwashed. So hey, more adobo sauce for us when we pull up at the store. So in this entire quesarito, if you made it exactly how I did it, every single ingredient, what you end up with is 583 calories, only 7 grams of fat, 72 grams of protein, 58 grams of carbs, 24 grams of fiber. Holy, 72 grams of protein. I ate 3 of these and I'm over my protein goal for the day, and I enjoyed it. I'll wake up a little leaner, wake up a little more muscular. I'm taking a step towards my goals, and I'm eating foods that I love. That is why I love the anabolic diet, ladies and gentlemen. Not only is it sustainable sustainable because there's nothing that's off limits, right? But you're not waiting all week for some cheat meal you're gonna go have where you're gonna eat 10 pizzas, 9 barrels of ice cream, wrestle Donkey Kong in the back alley at 4 a.m. drunk, and wake up full of regret. Cause ain't nothing off limits, man. You can have whatever you want, but all you gotta do, the only thing you gotta do is take the time, get into the kitchen, and make it yourself. And if that sounds like a lot of work to you, then maybe you just aren't cut out for this, man. Maybe you aren't. But I will say, one of the most satisfying feelings in the world is not only taking control of your body, taking control of your health, but putting the work in the kitchen and being proud of what you make, man. When you take the time and you make something and then you get to eat it, there's really no better feeling. You'll go to bed guilty. You wake up, you're one step closer to your goal each and every day. Anabolic diet for the win. And just like a regular Chipotle burrito, you know, the final bite's always the best because all the sauces go to the bottom. It's a little soggy, a little wet. My real Chipotle fans know, bottoms up. Wow. A+. Might never make a regular burrito again. It might just be Quesaritos from here on out. That was slapping. As always, if you have the RGF recipe book, link in description. It's been updated. This recipe's now in there along with every other recipe I've ever made. You get it one time, you get every future recipe updated for free. So as I keep adding these, as I keep putting together these concoctions, we keep eating them together. We keep enjoying our time spent eating good, making gains. If you have this cookbook, then every video that launches, you know you can get your updated copy and this recipe's gonna be in there. You can try it at home. You can watch me do it, then you try it at home. You got a little guide right in your pocket, man. If you want to follow this diet and you want to take it serious, it'll be the best investment you ever made. Changed my life, I want it to change yours. And if that sounds overly complicated, you just rather have someone make you a plan, tell you what to do. You don't want to think about it. You just want to see something on a sheet of paper, do that, and know that it's going to work. Check out my site, RainChaseFitness.com. Personal trainer, make you a meal plan. I'm working with you in any capacity you want, bub. And I guarantee you results as long as you show up and you put the work in. As with all things, you do the work, you're going to get an outcome of some sort. You do the right things, you get the right outcomes. Appreciate you guys, as always, for watching. First video, new kitchen, new house. I'd be lying to you if I said this hasn't been extremely stressful. I spent all weekend moving by myself, unpacking boxes, getting the office set up, getting everything set up, and I had to get back to work on Monday. But hey, I always say this, if it stresses you out, if it makes you feel uncomfortable, then it's helping you grow. The worst thing you can do when situations like that arise is curl up in a ball and hide in a corner. We ain't got time for that. There's one thing that I implore each and every one of you to not be in life, is a coward. If something scares you, it's scaring you for a reason. It'll make you better if you confront it instead of hiding from it, man. The world is filled with people that hide from every problem. Every little bit of discomfort that comes their way, they shy away from it. No, they can't do the stair stepper because it's too hard. No, they won't go to the gym because they're intimidated by what someone else might think. Screw that. That ain't getting you nowhere. You ain't growing from that type of mindset. So I'm implore each and every one of you, the next time you're in a situation that scares you a little bit, embrace it head on. Look it straight in the eye and get it done, because there's nothing ever to be gained from doing nothing. And there's everything to be gained from doing what the next man won't do because he's a little wimp. And that is Remington's words of wisdom for the day. Smash thumbs up button for me, comment anything down below. What do you think of the new kitchen, the new house? What do you think of Logan? He wasn't in this video. Well, he might have been in the background. I'll put him in a future one if not. As we grow into this new house and as the kitchen evolves and upgrades, I'll figure my angles out. Videos will get better, I promise. This is my first one. I don't think we're doing that bad. You might not have even noticed, but I did, and we're gonna improve, I promise. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I will see each and every one of you at the next video. See you guys. My chair doesn't slide like it did in the old place. That, all right, noted. That's noted for the next one. Jeez.